What it do, baby? It's MOONKID Max back with another episode of MOONKID Max's reviews and reactions. Welcome. Alright, y'all. So today I'm gonna be talking about this whole beef that's going on between Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. I think it's mostly between Drake and Kendrick, but like Cole this nigga got hit with a stray cut. Poor Cole, man. Cole ain't had nothing to do with nothing for real besides being associated and friends with Drake. But yeah, we gonna get into this, man. So first, I just want to tell y'all about my experience like listening to the track for the first time. So it's Friday morning. I get in the car. I don't like for work, and like I'm headed to work. I don't like see no features or nothing. I can't stand when artists put out projects and they don't put the features up there, because then I gotta go on Google and I gotta do work to find out. I don't like that. But I didn't see no features, and I was on the way to work, and I wasn't like able to go on social media and like go Google and all that. I was just driving to work. I was like, all right, let me bump this new Future and Metro Boomin. So I get to the Like That track, and I hear Kendrick come up, and at first I didn't even know it was Kendrick, because I was like, whoa, it's not Future. Who's this? I'm listening. I was like, yo, that's Kendrick. That's definitely, I knew it was Kendrick after a few, like probably about 4 or 5 bars. I was like, oh shit, this is Kendrick, huh? And then he started saying the first person shooter and like throwing the shots, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. So this is just me by myself in my car. But then I get to work, and I start perusing through social media before I clock in and everything. And I'm like seeing that like the whole internet is on storm because of this Kendrick verse show. So like that was just like funny to me that I was like so unbeknownst to what was going on. I'm just listening to the track, just like got Kendrick playing, was surprised to hear Kendrick, and then I see that the internet is on storm. So that leads me to being about how I felt about the big three, or how I feel about the big three, and how this meme right here is exactly what I thought like was going on, where it's like Kendrick is just on the side and he just pop out every now and then. He really be low key and shit. This nigga be in the shadows like Squidward. And then Drake and Cole is out performing, putting out new music, engaging with their fans, just like having a good time like Patrick and SpongeBob, So that's where I was like, my initial thoughts is like Kendrick kind of is like hating, honestly, like he being a hater. And I'm gonna get into the respect that I have for Kendrick Lamar for his artistry, but like how I respect more that Drake and Cole have fed their fans. And I'm a fan of all three of their music. I think all three are amazing. But just to the fact of the matter that Drake and Cole have put in more work is why I would like prefer Drake and Cole over Kendrick. And I kind of think Kendrick just kind of hating if I have my opinion. Everybody has their opinion on this hip hop matter, you know what I'm saying? So like that's what I like really think. And I really feel like it would be dope if all three of them really were like some leaders and just like leading the hip hop community and like really embracing their role of the big three. Because I feel like Drake is like the most mainstream, and he's lyrical as well, but he's the least lyrical out of the three. He's the most mainstream, the least lyrical, whereas KDot is the least mainstream but the most lyrical in my opinion. And then J. Cole sits right in that middle, where J. Cole has like the perfect amount of mainstream and like the top tier lyricism, where I think it's debatable between like Kendrick and Cole over who's more lyrical, but I give it to Kendrick, to be honest. But also I don't count Drake out, because when Drake want to get busy with lyricality, if that's a word, when Drake want to get busy, he can get busy. The Scary Hours edition of his latest project proves that. If you haven't listened, go listen to the Scary Hours edition of For All the Dogs. You will see how lyrical Drake can really get. So yeah, from an artistic standpoint, I will put KDot at number 1. But from an overall standpoint, it's talking about like how your fans feel and like your mainstream appeal and like hits. Like Kendrick has the best bodies of work. I will definitely give him that. But like he not like making hits like Drake and Cole. And Cole not necessarily making hits, but Cole has had a feature run for the past few years where Cole may not have dropped a project since the offseason, but he has been dropping some banger verses to where he's always in our head, because every now and then we just get a bomb ass like Cole verse. You know what I'm saying? I probably listen to Drake the most like music that I consume out of the three artists is from Drake, but that's just because I've been listening to Drake since I was a teenager. I'm 31 now, and like since then, like, I've just been a huge Drake fan, but I've been a huge J. Cole fan as well, and that's why I think my personal list, I will put Cole at like number one, and then Drake, and then Kendrick. And the only reason Kendrick is number 3 is because he just hasn't put out as much work and fed his fans as much as Cole and Drake has. But Cole is number 1 in my opinion, because he, like I said, he has that good balance of mainstream and lyricality. And I also want to talk about how like Metro Boomin and Drake beefing and them having a fallout. I get that, like that's totally understandable, but I think it's kind of whack how Future turned on Drake. And Drake and Future were such a dynamic duo, and they both served each other well. It wasn't a one-sided like friendship, even if it's a industry friendship. It wasn't one-sided. Whereas I feel like Future gives Drake that street credibility, and Drake gives Future that mainstream appeal. Now, if it wasn't for them teaming up, Future may not be as big as he is if it's not for him linking up with Drake and really getting outside of that street nigga audience. You know what I'm saying? So, and like Drake wouldn't be having, like, what was that one bar? He said he got the hipsters and the street niggas nervous because they got to both get along at his show. Drake wouldn't have that ability to have like hipsters, white folks of all different cultures, and street niggas all mixed into one if it wasn't for that help from Future. So like they need each other, they serve each other. It wasn't a one-sided relationship. So I feel like it's corny. And I don't know what is actually happening. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know them personally. I don't know why they're even beefing. But from the outside looking in, it looks kind of wild to have Future doing this album with Metro and just like coming at Drake's neck basically. No Diddy. No Diddy. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'm really just like, once the public does find out, it better be good. Like, obviously there's a reason that he turned on Drake, I guess, that Future turned on Drake. All I'm saying is that reason better be good. I want to find out, because if not, then it's kind of effed up that he switched up on Drake like that. And then all these other dudes too, like Nav and Rick Ross and whoever else was like happy to see Drake's downfall coming. It's wild to see all these rappers that are like, they was probably like hating on Drake low key, and a lot of these rappers, all of their biggest songs are with Drake, and then for them to turn around and like bite the hand that feed them if Drake gave them, everybody knows the Drake stimulus package. And yeah, it's just a lot of these artists that are turning their back on him have their biggest songs with Drake. So I'm like, man, that's corny too. When it comes down to whether Drake should respond or not, initially I was like, my hip hop heart is like within me, like, you know, you got about 48 hours and you're done, you're canceled, you're finished, get him out of here. You know, you got about 48 hours. But I was thinking, you know what, Drake is not a dumb nigga, like, especially when it comes to battles and stuff. He moves very strategically, and he's been moving very strategically his whole career. So I'm of the mind of like, you know, I'm gonna see what Drake does, because he know better than me how to handle this situation, knowing all the behind the scenes stuff and everything. I don't know all that. And Drake has always moved like it was like the art of war type shit. So like, if Drake is not making a move right now, I'm gonna trust his judgment and see what's up. Right now, KDot definitely has the win and like the respect. It's like far as respect goes. So, you know, that's always been the case. And now Drake out here doing memes and doing motivational speeches on stage, you know, and it's like, nigga, we want to see you rap. Like, come on, let's go, cuz. That's what it comes down to. And like, if you want to prove that you're the best, like you say, then you would have been rapping by now. But like I said, I think Drake know more than we know, and I think like he's just not jumping the gun for a reason. There's a reason he's just not just like unloading the clip or whatever. So We gonna see what happens. Apparently, there's an actual Kendrick Lamar full diss song, so we gonna see if that drops. It's a guys, 2024 has been an interesting year for hip hop. We got some energy and excitement. KDot doing the control thing again. So yeah, that was my little thoughts, my take on like the whole beef between these three, the big three. Poor Big Sean. Shout out Big Sean, bro. Just want to give a shout out to Big Sean because he been dropping heat his whole career, and this Kendrick always want to come rain on his parade. But yeah, shout out Big Sean. Make sure y'all check out his new songs because they're dope. Sean always puts out quality. But yeah, so that was MOONKID Max's reviews and reactions. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what y'all think about what the whole fiasco that's going down is like. What are your thoughts on it? That's it though, y'all. Peace and much love. MOONKID out.
It's a lot of crime where I'm from. Try me and get touched. Be in LA, the hood but VA in my blood. It's the Moon Wolf, nigga, come with booze and butt. Protecting the city, Los Angeles is my Gotham.